here with a long-awaited video. I actually don't know if anyone was requesting this, but I was requesting it for myself, so yeah. But this is my photocard collection video. I'm finally at a point where I'm not waiting for a lot of things to come in the mail. Also, I did just buy Yves' Overseas I Did album, but that doesn't count. This is my, it was just an nmixx binder. It is now turned into kind of a misc binder. It's got chuu, nmixx, yves, and newjeans. Kind of a random assortment, but these are just some of my favorite collections, and as much as I enjoy having a lot of binders, there are some things that I just don't feel like pulling out to look at all the time, and when I just want to look at cards that I really love, I just stick them in here because I'm like, easy access. But I just have this strawberry chuu keychain and this nmixx keychain, which I put my own little like ball chain on. This came from the like platform version of their recent album, and then this is from Adorbit Shop on Instagram. And then here I just have my teeny tiny Yves collection. I made this little divider with her Loop album inclusions. I just recently bought that album at a K-pop store, so I was able to pick up 2 of her cards, as you can see. Like I said, I just bought her overseas version of her album, so I'm very excited to start the collection. I've been getting very into Yves recently. I Did has been like all up in my playlist recently. I think my favorite track from I Did is definitely Dim. Like, I have cried to Dim multiple times in the last 2 months of listening to it, so yeah. It could be one of those songs where it's like either really happy or really sad depending on like what mood you're in when you're listening to it, but it just kind of fits everything. Like, it encapsulates so many different emotions, and I just love it so much. Also, it's the perfect outro to that album. I just am so obsessed. I love Yves. Anyway, moving on. I also love the backs to these cards. And since my last video, I also finally got my chuu cards in. I collected all of her album cards for this most recent album, and then I also got the like Movieland merch cards from that music video premiere that she did at the movie theater. So these are just from the Movieland premiere. It came with a little like photo set that you could buy, and I just ended up cutting it up to make these dividers. And then I have all of her album cards. I'm literally so obsessed with this one. All of these album cards are really cute. I couldn't decide which ones I wanted, so I just ended up kind of collecting all of them, which is kind of rare for me. Usually I am pretty picky, but I just really loved them all, and there weren't that many of them. This whole page is so cute. Her side part was so adorable. Also, I should clarify that when I say all album, I mean the photo book album. I didn't end up buying the platform versions just because, as you'll see, I got the Movieland ones, and they were pretty similar in my opinion, and I like the Movieland ones more, so I just ended up just getting those. But yeah, like, these are so cute. I love this one. The lighting in it is like so interesting and vibrant. And then this one's really cute as well. I haven't been seeing this one a lot for sale because it was a merch card that came with like a keychain that I purchased from that Movieland event. But yeah, this one's just really cute. This is from the like the karaoke scene in the music video, if I'm not wrong. And then these are those Movieland cards with the like message cards that came with them, and then more concept cards. And then my beloved haewon and sullyoon collection. This is definitely my biggest collection. I've been collecting nmixx for, I want to say like a year now or something like that. I've been collecting K-pop photo cards themselves for like maybe 3 years out of the 8 years that I've been into K-pop. I would usually just like keep my album pulls, and I honestly didn't really buy albums that much. I was more just into like K-pop online, but I feel like getting into like nmixx and newjeans and stuff like that in the last like 2 years has really helped me like really enjoy photocard collecting, and now I'm obsessed with it, so thanks. But yeah, this is definitely like one of my favorite collections. I love nmixx's photo cards, and I just love haewon and sullyoon. If you guys saw my last video, you'll know that I picked up sullyoon pretty recently, so I don't have a lot of her pobs or anything like that. I'm just really excited to have these cards. This is like one of my favorite pages. I love these 2 cards. This card is actually one of the first sullyoon ones that I picked up, and along with this one, and they were just so cute. I was like, I just needed more. And then I have like some of their stick out like pop sets. These are mostly nmixx if I'm not wrong. And then I recently picked up these two units and this carrot photo card. I think this is, yeah, also nmixx. I love the back of this one. The haewon one has been really hard to find. If you guys see it anywhere, please send it to me because I literally can't find it for like a decent price anywhere. This one I got for maybe like, actually let me not say how much I got that for. And then just moving into like the stick out album cards. And I just recently picked up this Nemo version, or is it the limited? I don't know. It's either the Nemo or the limited. I don't really have a lot of the Nemo or unlimited for stick out because I only bought the photo book versions and then they stopped like selling the other versions. So I just haven't really been able to find them. So I was really excited to find this one because I just love the little stars on her arm. And yeah, it was like $2. So finally it wasn't being sold for like $8 because I refused to pay $8 for like a random album card. And then this is starting forward, but I will have like, I said that I have nothing coming in the mail, but that's kind of a lie because I have my group orders coming in for forward, of which there are like 10 like haewon and sullyoon sets, but that's probably not going to be for a couple more months. So I just figured I'd make this collection video now and then you guys will see them eventually. And then this is forward. I did collect this era very selectively because I didn't love all of the photo cards, and as much as I loved Sullyoon's like brown hair photo cards, a lot of them looked very similar, so I just picked up the one that I could find and this telescope one, and then just figured I'm okay without the other ones because it fills out the pages nicely. I pretty much tried to get all of haewon's with her black hair, but I just didn't like the other concept, so I just collected this era pretty selectively, like I said. And then I just have the units, and I'm only missing one unit for this. And then this is the rest of my nmixx cards. I only collect haewon and sullyoon like in full, which is to say like midsummer era forward. But I also collect just some other member cards or album pulls that I find cute and don't want to sell or trade away, so I just kind of keep those in the back here. This is Kyujin and Jiwoo, so I just have them here. So cute. And a lot of these sets are going to be missing Lily and Bae because my girlfriend has a Lily and Bae collection, so she usually keeps those cards, which I'll show you next. And these were just my forward album pulls. And then this is actually the boyz divider that I made recently because I bought 2 of the boyz albums, which you'll see my polls in a collect book later, but I ended up moving all my boy cards into a collect book, but I didn't want this little like collage to go to waste, so I ended up just putting my newjeans collection back here. I love the backs of these cards, and also I figured since they're not making any more, I should move them out of the collect book and like, you know, cherish them nicely. But yeah, I just have them in here. And even though I was planning on like totally stopping my newjeans collection, now that I have them in a binder like this, I'm kind of realizing like, oh wait, I should probably collect Minji's other 2 seasons greetings. I should collect more of Honey's cards, like just going down the rabbit hole. But I mean, they're still pretty cheap, so I wouldn't mind collecting more. And then I just have 2 random like pages back here, but that's it for this binder. This is my girlfriend's nmixx binder, and she collects Lily and Bae, and then she also has like some other cards in here, and then this little Apple Eve keychain which matches my strawberry chuu. I don't know if I mentioned this, but both of these are from Adorbit Shop on Instagram. And then she just has some Lily and Bae. She collects selectively, and she just recently got into collecting them and is very obsessed. But yeah, we've just been collecting a lot of sets together, OT6 sets mostly, and then we'll just kind of divvy it up among us of our biases. But yeah, collecting has been a lot of fun. And then this is her tiny Danielle collection, and she has like 1 TXT card. But yeah, that's been her collection. She also has some Eve cards on the way, so those are from I think she bought like the whole playing card set, so there will be more in here soon. And then moving on, we have my Ive binder. For Ive, I collect Ray and Leeseo, and then I also have some like Misc. I have one OT6 set and then a couple Wonyoung cards. As for like back collecting, I think I mentioned this in my recent video. I don't like back collecting, so for this collection I have from Switch Forward. The main reason I don't like back collecting is just because it makes me lose motivation, because I would rather just collect from when I started buying albums and then move on from there instead of like trying to play catch up. So yeah, I just gonna collect the cards that I like. I tried to collect all of Empathy, but I think I'm missing one or two. I have a bunch of their pops. This is the OT6 set that I got, which you'll see a little bit later. And this is that blanket Ray that I was talking about in my last video. She finally arrived. I love the pink back, so cute. And then this leeseo isn't an exact equivalent. This is Apple Music. I think this isn't Apple Music. I think it's probably, wait. Oh yeah, this is Soundwave. But yeah, I just thought the outfits were similar, and I'm like not in a huge rush to collect the leeseo equivalent when I have something pretty similar. And then just moving into like their album cards, I'm only missing one Ray. And then I talked about these last video, but these MDs are probably my favorite out of the whole set. They're so cute. And I finally got these Season's Greetings. I'm just missing the Ray. And then moving into Switch. And I guess this could be kind of just back collecting. These were just two pops that I thought were really cute. Probably we'll just get like two more at some point to fill the space. And then this was the rest of that OT6 set. And these are Make Star. I was actually really excited to find this, not only because I wanted the other cards from that set, but because I just really love this Yujin. And I don't have any of the other members, so I was just really excited to finally be able to have a couple. Even when I only collect like one or two members, I still enjoy having a couple bigger sets here and there, just because just looking at my binder, I wouldn't want someone to think Ive only has 3 members. You know what I mean? Like, I like to be reminded that it's a bigger group than that. And then I just have like my Empathy pulls for Wonyoung, and then Switch. And these are from the Dreamy Day photo book. I bought them in a set. And then these are the Amuse collab. Let me actually move this over here. For this, I'm just missing one photo card, but when I was purchasing them, the one that I was missing was like way more expensive than the other 3, so I just ended up not getting it. And then this is the back of the Ive binder. I just have like this little Ray and Wonyoung. The back of this like isn't very aesthetically pleasing, but I rarely flip back here, so I don't really mind. Next, I just have my Qwer and Red Velvet binder. I just decoed this recently. And in this binder, I just keep my Red Velvet pulls. And then I have a little Qwer collection. I have a couple OT4 sets here for Algorithms Blossom, and then I have like Cyan and Magenta, and these are from Manito. This is another like small, like low maintenance collection that I honestly was just collecting because sometimes I just want to like have some cute cards and not have to worry too much about getting a full set or anything. So I just wanted to get a couple of these. And also Qwer is a really easy collection. If you're looking for something that's cute, low maintenance, and cheap, but also easy to buy in big sets, I would honestly go for Qwer, just because it's so easy to find, like on Mercari. You could probably find them on Mercari Japan as well, but just on Mercari US, you could find a lot of sets for really, really cheap. Next, I just have my illit collection. In here I have mostly moka, and then I also have my rescene Zena cards in here. This really hasn't changed since my last video. I haven't added anything new. I think since my last video I changed the sleeves. These used to be frame sleeves, but I just wanted it to be more consistent. As for like collection goals with this small collection, like Zena and Illit. I don't really have anything like specific in mind. I'm just kind of going to be collecting what I like and probably just buying albums going forward. This is just like a little low maintenance collection that I like keeping. It's mostly just for like the cuteness of it. These cards are just way too adorable. But yeah, I'm just really excited to like continue this collection. Also, I don't know if you guys saw this, but Moka and Miss Tara made a video yesterday or 2 days ago, and I literally could not believe my eyes when I saw that they made a video. It was like the collab of the century for me. I've been watching Miss Tara for like a couple years now, and seeing her do a collab like that made me realize that she's not like, because to me her videos are just like they exist in like their own little bubble, and when she like interacts with other people I'm like, oh my god, like she's real. Like she's not just like this little doll. That probably sounds so weird, but yeah, anyway, it was a really cute video. You guys should watch it. Moving on to my collect books, I have two. This one is for freebies, and then this one is my boy group collection. We could start with this one. I just have a little leeseo freebie in the front, and then I have my little nexz cards. These were from the limo version of Ride the Vibe. I actually don't have a bias for nexz. I just collected them because I thought they were really cute and I really loved the album, so I just figured I would get the Nemo version. And then these are the boyz photo cards. These are just some recent album pulls that I picked up at a K-pop store. And for the boys, Eric is my bias, and here he is. You literally should have seen my face when I pulled this photo card. I think this was like guaranteed in the album that I bought. I'm not sure, but it's just so gorgeous. I put it in this little sparkly sleeve, but yeah, it's just really, really cute. I love like the puka shell necklace, and yeah. I want to collect more Eric photo cards in the future. I'm just not sure which, so this is good for now. And then I have just a little Sunwoo here, and then just some like random sserafim cards. And then in this binder, this is from Meow Cafe, and it holds IDs, and then I also just keep some freebies in here that I've got with like trades or sales that I liked. This is the last K-pop related thing that I have, but this is just my like CDs, and then I also have some movies in here. I just have it like decorated with some newjeans stickers. I loved these CDs. And then these were the boyz albums that I recently got. I did not know that this was going to have like Eric's face on it. It is so beautiful. This is just like some movies that I have on disc. It's mostly Studio Ghibli. This one's nmixx, and this is illit, and then I just have the little like I've switched like compact. And then I don't know how interesting this is to anyone, but I do have two non-K-pop trading card binders. So I showed this one in my last video, but it has changed since last time. But this is just like mostly like waifu cards. I have some like anime trading cards, and then WeCross, and I also have like Card Fight Vanguard in here. These are just kind of like random pickups from game stores, but I just thought I would keep them in here. These are like the like mermaid set. I think it was called like Melody something. I have no idea. Anyway, I just like cute cards, and I have some Magic the Gathering in here as well. I'm just gonna go quickly because I showed these in my last video. And then just some Force of Will, and this Sogi divider that I made. Then for the other binder, I have this Pokemon binder, which I just got since my last video. Last time I was storing a couple Pokemon cards from when I was a kid. I have since gotten very into Pokemon collecting again and have moved them into this beautiful binder that I decorated with some stickers. And as you can see, you could probably guess who one of my favorite Pokemon is. But yeah, I've gotten very into like the whole Pokemon scene. So I made this little tandem mouse page, and then I just have like some cards separated by type. I think one of my favorite pickups recently is this one. I also got this at a game store recently. Once I found out about the cute full arts, it was so over for me. Like, my wallet was not gonna survive. I also, as you can tell, because I love like the waifu trading cards, I was so obsessed with like the full art trainers. So last time I went to a Pokemon store, like last weekend, I picked up a bunch of these. I've also been playing the Pokemon games on my 3DS a lot recently. I want to make a video about how I modded my 3DS because it has been a journey and an addiction. But yeah, I've just really been enjoying playing on my DS recently, so I just want to make a video about like what games I've been playing and how my 3DS looks and how I've decorated it. I think that's something that this crowd would enjoy. And then these are just some of my girlfriend's cards. She has a couple of full arts as well. And this ditto. In addition to like the photocard collecting, this is just like a fun thing for me and my girlfriend to do. I've been having a lot of fun with this binder, so I'll probably be featuring it in like more videos coming up, so I hope you guys enjoy the cuteness. I didn't realize, but that was actually it for the collection. So I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for over 200 subscribers. I literally cannot believe how well my last video was doing. I was so happy that you guys were enjoying like the decos and the yapping, so there will be more talking videos to come. But yeah, I'm just so happy that you guys have been enjoying the videos, and I have a lot of things planned. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy, and thank you. Bye.